Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about QMMM, right? So, QMMM is a Chinese manipulation stock. The word has the name has quantum in it, and I think it's really an advertising agency in Hong Kong. It's kind of sad, but if you look at the daily chart, this stock is daily chart is not very pretty because you don't really know where is a clear support and resistance. This stock is in liquidation, right? There's a lot of these Chinese stocks. They just run for several days on low volume, and then on certain days they will just liquidate. And this was a massive liquidation last week. You see, so so it gapped up this morning. These are not really good stocks to trade because you don't really know where the how much higher it can go back up, right? If you're long, there's a lot of overhead, right? And if you're short, they can these are controlled stocks, right? So the riggers can run up very quickly, all the way up to $12. So, but still gonna look at it anyway because what they did was something that it's a trick they do. What they do here is they basically made sure that it closed at 75 cents. Okay, so the halt bands is quite small if the stock is closed at 75 cents. So their goal was to run it up to a halt, which they did in the open, right? And this is controlled stock, and they started running it in their 4:30, 4 o'clock, right? And it's not much running. There's a 90 cents here. They started running it, right? It ran up to 90 cents. But if you look at Bookmap, there was no heat map until like the 150 range. And so they ran it all the way up to the 150. Why do they want to run it 150? Well, that's where the supply is, right? That's where the liquidity is. And in a way, they want to run it all the way up because the shorts are there, and their goal is to eventually squeeze those shorts. These people who are shorting at this level, they want to squeeze it later on, which they did at the open, 170. So it hit 183, right? So this is sorry, excuse me. So this is this is exactly how they played it. The people who are in control of the stock, they just ran it up in the pre-market. They made sure it closed at 75 cents. The day before Friday, they ran it up to 150s, and they walked it down. And then during the key moments, like right here, right before the open, they ran it up again. The volume was in the like 500,000 shares per minute, so to speak, 400,000 shares per minute here. Here it was like 200,000 shares per minute, and and then right at the open they just ran it up to a halt. Okay, and then if you notice, they then dumped their shares, and let it walk all the way down to the 90s, 90 cents, and then they took back they snapped up a lot of the shares again, and they kind of controlled it from here onward. It even pushed up to almost 120, 115. I think it closed at like 115, 116. So so the insiders are the Hong Kong insiders or whatever. Somebody's in control of the stock right now. Okay, so that's QMM for you.